if you're a contractor, a home service contractor who does decks, who does outdoor kitchens, indoor kitchen, bathroom remodeling, roofing, siding, um, all that good stuff, watch this video. This video is gonna be on why most of you guys can't break that past that 200K a year point. Let's get into it. Most contractors work 60 hours per week and never hit 200K. That's crazy. And here's the honest truth why. It's not the economy, it's not competition, and it's not even the customers. The contractors stuck under 200K are making the same four mistakes, and most of them don't even know it. Uh, of self 82% of self-employed contractors earn under 150K a year. That's it. That's less than that's around, like, if I do the math quickly in my head, that's around 9K a month. That's nothing. How are you guys surviving on this? And that's not even profit. 60 hours, average working week for a contractor stuck at the same revenue. Uh, $0 spent on lead generation by most contractors, relying on word of mouth. I work harder than anyone, and I still can't seem to get past the same number every year. Um, that's what every contractor who says this needs to watch this video. Mistake number one: they're selling time instead of results. The contractor charging by the hour will always earn less than a contractor charging by the job. You're capping your own income. Like, every time you quote your hourly rate, most contractors. This is how most contractors think. I charge 50 an hour and I work 10 hours a day. That's 500 a day. Pretty good, right? No, wrong. You just told the customer exactly how to negotiate you down. And you capped your day at 10 hours, no matter how efficient you get. Which is your ceiling being 150K max, working every hour available. That's insane. Like, why would you want to charge an hourly rate, and cap yourself? You're limiting yourself, um, and only being able to make that much a year when you could be earning a lot more, a lot more. How 200 plus K contractors a year think. They price the outcome and the value. This is very important, not the clock. A deck that transforms a backyard isn't worth $50 an hour. It's worth what the customer will pay for the result. Get better, get faster, earn more per hour without charging more per hour. Mistake number two: not knowing your actual numbers. Most contractors don't know how much they actually take home after expenses. They see revenue and think it's profit. It's not. Real numbers, most contractors ignore. Revenue looks like 180K per year. Okay, let's see the revenue. Let's see the numbers. Materials and supplies. That's minus 54K. Fuel and vehicle costs. Minus 12K. That's probably more now. Since what Trump's doing and all that good stuff. Tools and equipment. Minus 8K. Subcontractors. 22K. What you actually take home from this 180K, you take home only maybe 78K. And that's in a year. That's absolutely nothing. I thought I was doing 180K a year. Turns out I was working 60 hours a week for 78K. That's less than $15 an hour. You might as well go work at McDonald's. I think a McDonald's worker makes more than you guys. Come on now. Mistake number three: word of mouth as your only lead source. Guys, if you are still relying on word of mouth, then you've already fallen behind. Like, we're way past that in today's day. Like, Miguel and Jose are advertising. How much more do you think you need to be advertising? Word of mouth feels great when it's working, but you have zero control over it. Zero. You can't turn it up when it slows down. You can't predict it. You can't scale it. What word of mouth looks like across a year: in January, 3 jobs; February, 5 jobs; then March, 1 job; April, 0 jobs; May, 6 jobs, yay, 7 jobs; and then July, 2 jobs, 1 job. See, it's just the same cycle over and over again. You don't know when your next job is going to come through. Feast and famine every single year. You can't build a 200K plus business on a lead source you have no control over. It's not happening. It's not possible. Mistake number 4: being the only person who can run your business. you can't take a week off without your business falling apart. Is that the business you really want to run? I know I don't. You don't own a business, you own a job. Exactly. And a job has a salary ceiling. You answer every call yourself. Every inquiry, every customer, every question, every complaint, you're the bottleneck. And you're burning hours that should be on the tools or growing the business. You're in every single job. The business runs because you show up. If you're sick, injured, or on holiday, if you don't show up, revenue stops. You can't scale what only works when you're present. No systems, no process. Everything lives in your head. That's not a business. That's a liability. That's a headache. The contractors breaking 200k a year have processes that work without them. Don't you want to be that contractor? 200k plus year contractors work on the business, not it just in it. You have to work on it. You have to be above it. You have to be outside of it. Systems, processes, and lead generation that don't depend on them being available 24/7. Imagine you had someone do that all for you, and money just came coming in. Jobs came coming in just like this. What separates a 100k a year contractor from 200k plus? It's not working twice as hard. It's doing a few things fundamentally differently. Under 100k a year, waits for referrals and word of mouth. Takes jobs just to keep busy, cheap or not. Discounts to win work during slow periods. Revenue is unpredictable, month to month. 200k a year. Has systems generating leads on demand every single day, not just week, day. Has enough leads to be selective and only takes profitable jobs. Imagine you had that many jobs, you could pick from which ones you want and weed out the smaller ones that you don't want. Holds full price because there's always another lead coming. You don't have to worry about, oh, maybe if I lose this job, if I don't discount my price, then I won't be able to feed my family, or something like that. Imagine you don't have to do that. Booked weeks ahead with consistent predictable income. The common thread: every contractor breaking 200k has one thing others don't: a consistent controllable source of leads. Everything else follows from that. Now, the lead system that gets contractors to 200k and beyond. The contractors breaking through aren't doing anything complicated, and they're not. How does that sound? Knowing that you don't have to do anything complicated to break 200k a year. They have one consistent source of inbound leads that they can control, and Meta ads is how the best ones do it. If you guys are not using Meta ads, then you guys have fallen behind already. Miles ahead. Miles behind. Definitely not ahead. Targets homeowners in your exact area. This is what you can use Meta ads for. Not random traffic. Homeowners in your zip codes who match the profile of your best customers. Imagine you could just target, who you actually want damn, I can't speak. Who you actually want to see your ad. Imagine you could plug in a zip code, a targeting, and into the best area where all the rich guys are, where you want to be doing your work. Imagine you could exclude all the tire kickers and the broke guys. Leads come to you, not the other way around. They see your ad, fill in their details, you get a notification. No cold calling, no chasing. They raise their hand first. Imagine average $5 to $15 cost per lead versus 55 to 120 on Google. Imagine a $5 cost per lead. $5. Usually 1 out of 3 turn into a job. Imagine spending $15 to get a 10, 12, 15k job minimum. Imagine that. Imagine you had those systems in place rather than relying on calls to come in out of nowhere like most of you guys are doing. It runs while you're on the job. You're laying concrete. The system is finding your next customer. It doesn't stop when you do. Leads coming in whether you're working or not. 24/7 lead generation on autopilot. Imagine leads coming in while you're asleep. Imagine having the systems in place which we provide you, following up and booking appointments for you while you're sleeping. And imagine waking up with a whole list of estimates you go out to, or your guys go out to, and you close the jobs. And every morning it's the same thing. You wake up, go out, close the jobs. Amazing. 200k isn't a talent gap, it's a lead gap. The only thing that's gonna get you from here to here is your systems. Is to stop relying on word of mouth. Stop discounting to win slow weeks. Stop being the mercy of Google's pricing. Stop having leads to come to you on demand. If you want this system, if you want a predictable flow of jobs coming in, book a call with me below and we'll have a chat. I'll show you how to do all of this, and yeah, we'll talk. You know, if you want to start looking like this guy instead of this guy with an empty pipeline, then we'll just have a nice chat and I'll show you exactly how. Yeah, that's it from me. Thank you.